But yeah, so this is a little update. Basically the car is finished. Yeah, pretty much the rear end is all together. I'm gonna go under there in a bit, so I'm gonna like show you guys properly. Yeah, I changed the interiors out from the silver one to this one as well. So yeah, I've got my sexy seats and stuff. Only thing I didn't do is door cards and the rear door cards, because I just didn't think that there was any point in doing that, considering the ones that are in here are fine, and like you can't really tell that they're different from the seats because they're dark as well, so whatever. I've realized, I remember that I forgot to put my oxygen sensor, the one that's on the exhaust, I forgot to like put it back. When I put up the exhaust, I didn't put the sensor in, so I'm gonna go do that now. So that's what I was talking about. I need to go under there and stuff. Apparently there's a reverse light sensor as well that goes in the gearbox, but I don't remember there being such a thing, so I might not bother with that. But Vess was saying to check it, so I'm gonna see if I can see something underneath. When I go under there, I'll do it. If not, then I'll just leave it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see, but wait, let me just grab this because I feel like it'll be better. So yeah, I took my roof lining off and rear view mirror. So I need to remove this carpet stuff, but it's just a pain because like when you start peeling it kind of starts ripping. So it's a bit annoying, but I'm gonna probably just leave that for now because it doesn't, like, who looks at this? Who looks at the roof of a car when they're in there? So I got some tires. I got these Nankhang NS2Rs, street compound formula or whatever. 205 55 16 in the front. Yeah, this is the ones I'm going to be running in the front because I think they're good, so I'm going to run them, but I haven't actually driven them with them yet, so I don't know. So if they're really shit, then I'm just gonna invest in new tires. They weren't that expensive, so they were alright. But yeah, a lot of people have recommended them to me. People that street drive, people that like go to tracks and stuff, all of them have told me they're good tires. So yeah, I'm gonna run them for now and see. I don't know if you guys can tell. If you guys can see, like, they poke out quite a bit, so we're gonna need to roll the arches, and this one's already been like hit or something anyway, so that is whatever. So yeah, we're gonna need to roll them out to be able to fit the tire in there, and hopefully when it's on the ground and I'm actually turning and stuff, it doesn't actually rub anywhere or get caught, because if it does, then that's annoying, because that means I have to raise the coilovers, which is effort. So yeah, that is that. Vess is at work still. It's middle of the week, because I have shit to do in London, so I had to come in the week. But Vess is at work still, that's why he's not here. But yeah, he's coming later, and he's gonna do the wiring on the engine, and essentially it should actually be drivable today, and I'll be able to like drive it up and down the garage, because it has nothing on it at the moment. Like, when I say nothing, it's fully road illegal. So yeah, we're gonna need to sort that out. But yeah, I'm gonna test drive it today just to see if like if there's anything majorly wrong with it. If I just take it up and down this little straight thing here, I'll do like a couple maneuvers and feel the, if there's anything loose or like something like that. But yeah, so it should be good. Yeah, so I just came under here to show you guys like the poly bushes and stuff. So yeah, that's the subframe, and it's like all sexual and nice and new. I've got my adjustable camber arms in the rear as well. The diff is all bolted up. It's a 315 welded. Yeah, brand new front bolt, because you guys know me and these bolts, they're stupid. Yeah, but end of the day, yeah, so fully poly bushed rear subframe. I don't know if you guys can, yeah. New drop links in the rear as well, because they broke, the ones we were taking off. So yeah, because these were they were drums in the back, I've got a hard line to a soft line to a hard line again in the rear, which is kind of weird, but I guess it should be alright, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, the sexual, nicely painted subframe and the bushes, because, you know, this is like budget Tommy FES spec, so I just kind of wanted to show it off.
What happened?
Okay, that's fine. Right, so the car is finished. Like, it's actually done. The engine starts and runs. Look, this guy is, I don't know, him and Vess is the people that actually built this car. Like, I was there turning bolts and stuff, and like, whatever. But if it wasn't for fucking Vaso and Vess isn't here right now, but he will be soon. If it wasn't for them two, this thing wouldn't...
Let's pretend that it didn't start when Vess comes here, so he fucks shit up even more.
No, leave it. So, okay, long story short, yeah. You saw the last clip of it cranking and not doing anything. So,
This is hard to say.
That's dumb. That is dumb. So, because of all of that, we were like, oh, it's EWS. Oh, it's this and that.
Well,
it's all fucked up, right? Because that's usually the problem, is the EWS. We were like, oh, okay, this is a 94 engine with an automatic wiring loom. The car is a 95, so it's EWS 2. Or some dumb shit. I don't even know. Vassil's telling me this stuff. I don't understand it.
I don't know what you did on the cables before I came here.
Because
I had no idea.
The clip you saw of Vess cranking it, he did all the EWS delete stuff. Now, then Vaso came because it didn't work that night, and it was just kind of like back to square one. We just literally had no clue what the fuck. Like, we had done everything you could do to bypass everything that you can bypass. And Vess had said, first thing to do tomorrow, as in today, right now, is to firstly hit the fuel pump with a hammer to wake it up.
Which is, I think, is pretty stupid. But
Vasil thought that was stupid, which personally I thought was dumb as well. But I was like, okay, last resort, might as well. So we did that, and it didn't work. And Vess said the next thing to do, the first thing to do actually, which we did do for the first time, but we were just impatient, to switch.
No, we weren't impatient. we kind of fucked it because you. Alright, continue. And then
so where the fuel lines come down from the engine and go into the actual fuel lines that run across the chassis, huh?
Did Vess actually say that?
Yeah, he told us to check the fuel lines, and I knew. That's why I got under there. That's why I suggested it. Either way, so I did that. That was like within the first hour.
Hold on, let me explain it because you're being a retard. After we swapped the lines. Okay, let's bulk it in the frame. After we swapped the lines, we tried to crank it. At the same time we were cranking it, we used some brake fluid because we were hopeless.
Was that the same time?
I think so. And at the same time we were cranking, the battery died.
The battery was dying.
Near the end of the crank, there was a small hiccup, and Sasha was like, "Oh, what was that?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was probably like, oh, it was leftover brake fluid from before we did that."
Yeah.
Anyway, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." We swapped them back around because
we thought it was the right way to begin with.
It was the right way, yeah. But it wasn't.
It wasn't. So there was literally 4 hours of us fucking around and actually not doing anything,
and like calling people, and
there was this one guy we spoke to on Facebook. Oh my god, what a sick guy. He was literally, he just doesn't know how dumb I am, basically. It's completely my fault. This 1000% my fault, because I put the fuel lines wrong the first way around, and the second time around when I put them the right way, I convinced myself they were the wrong way because I was so stubborn and that I know that I'm always right. So completely my fault that this car wasn't running and didn't get his MOT today. So tomorrow I spoke to the MOT guy who's gonna help me out with the MOT. He said that we can probably do it early in the morning, which means tomorrow is Saturday. That means I can drive it back to Brighton and get my housemate to drive me down and pick up the Polo. And from then, my life can actually get sorted. And because I started uni, it's long.
Don't say that, you don't know that.
It's just long, okay, basically. So realistically, the only actual thing left is to put it on the ground and to roll the fucking arches because the wheels are gonna scrub. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. Fuel lines, very important. Please check your shit. I'll tell you now, yeah, so that you know, so you don't make this dumb mistake. Do you have a light? So because I want you guys to not have the same bullshit problem as me, I will make this video right now and confirm, in case you are doing a M50 B25 swap on your 316, yeah? It's a 94 325 in a 95 316, all right? So if you look, this is the fuel rail, right? Your feed, as in the fuel in, is on the left, all right? And your exit, like come out, is on the right. That's the fuel rail. Then we've got the lines. If you can look in there, you can see.
Bottom line, basically.
So you can see how there is two hoses, right? You can't see what I'm, yeah. So right there, I will put a little circle on the screen or arrows. The left one, there's a left one and a right one. So the left one is obviously the one that goes to the in, and the right one is the one that's the out, right? So if you follow them down to the actual fuel lines underneath the car, so if you follow them, you will see right down here, you've got the same two hoses coming in. Can you see them? There's this blue thing in the way, so the hose is right after it. Okay, so the bottom line that's on the chassis, as in the one here, is the feed. So that is the one that's going to be attached to the left hose. The right one, the right hose is going to go to the top, yeah? So, can you please pay attention, take notes, and just do it, all right? Because this is the one thing that fucked me, and it's completely my fault. So, just don't make the same mistake as me. So, I think next clip is gonna be of me driving the car, and yeah, so fucking Project Street bullshit E36 is basically finished. It's filming now. If you want, run into the middle of the donut.
You mad?
No, I got you, don't worry. Yeah.
When?
Just like, I'll be doing a couple, and then just kind of like walk into it.
Okay.
Like run into it, yeah?
Yeah.